Hi, Angie. Yeah, I think I told the Philip story a couple of times, but anyway, he was a RAF soldier. He was stationed in Lucca, and the RAF thing used to have once a month dances, and they were only let Maltese. They only let women in, no men. No Maltese men were allowed. Only, you know, Maltese women. I consider myself American, but I was Maltese at the time. I was born in Malta. I was carrying a Maltese passport. So my girlfriend Mary Rose said to me, "Come on, come dance." We used to dance in her house. She would be putting on her makeup, and she'd have her record player on, and she had a big mirror. It was the whole wall with nothing in front of it, not a couch, like, and I'd be there dancing. And she said to me, come with me, come to the RAF dances. And I said, no. And I said, yeah. And I went. And all the soldiers were there, and all the Maltese girls dressed to kill. And I was like, I had a mini skirt on, but it was a high collar dress, long sleeve, but it was short. And Philip asked me to dance, and I danced with him. He was adorable. His waist was this big, all right? His waist was smaller than mine, tall. He was about, I don't know, he was 6 foot or something. And I'm 5'4". But I wore big heels at that time, so I looked like I was 5'8" or something, you know what I mean? And, it's clock. I'm looking at the clock. So, and then he said, and I was drinking soda. I didn't drink. How old was I? 17. All right? I was maybe 17. So, and they were everybody drinking beer, plenty of beer. That's all I saw was beer. And he said, I'd like when you want to meet. I'll meet you in Valletta. Valletta was the meeting space. It was the capital. Very nice. All the restaurants, movies, it wasn't like in the village, you know what I'm saying? The movie theaters were, I don't really know, but I never went to the movie. Did I go? No. So I said, okay. I said, I'll meet you. Sure. I said, I'll meet you. So he walked me home, we kissing and all that. And he left, and I was going to meet him. There's no phone. I had no phone. We had no phone. And I was supposed to meet him, I think, that the next day, or I don't know when. Anyway, I went. So I went to Valletta. And it's the bus depot. So all the village buses end in Valletta. That's why if you ever stay in Malta, stay in Valletta, because every bus goes everywhere. There's a bus to every beach. There's a bus to every sightseeing. Valletta is the place to stay. You won't need a car, because you don't want to drive. They drive like Mickey Mouse over there. They don't play. The cars are this big. So anyway, I went, and I was by the fountain. There's a beautiful fountain in the middle of the piazza, or the bus depot. And I'm waiting, and I waited like an hour. And then I said, I don't think it's coming. So I went home. I got the bus, and I went home. Fine. So I think like the next Saturday, Mary Rose said to me, you want to go to the dance? I said, I really don't want to go because I don't want to see that guy again. She goes, oh, fuck him. She goes, there's so many people. Come, you'll have fun, we'll dance. I said, all right. So he comes back like nothing happened. Hi, Yankee, or Yank, I don't know what the hell he called me. So I said, what happened? I said, you were supposed to, I waited for you an hour. I'm sorry. He gave me some bullshit. I don't even know what he said. So, and then at the end of the night, he told me the same thing. He goes, let's meet in Valletta. I said, really? Let's meet in Valletta? No. And he was wearing a chain with I don't know, something, St. Christopher, I don't know, something. I said, well, I'll meet you. I said, but you got to give me your chain and cross, your chain, whatever the hell that was. I said, and if you show up in Valletta, I'll give it back to you. And if you don't, I'm going to keep it. I wasn't going to keep it, but I said, I was a Yank, you know what I mean? So I said, I'm not going to let this freaking English guy get over on me. So I said, yeah, I'll keep your chain. And my sister gave me this. That was another story. I said, his sister. I said, I don't care who gave it to you. I'm not asking. I don't care who gave it to you. If you give me that, I'll meet you. If you don't give it to me, I don't want. I'll see you next week over here at the dance. We'll dance. So he took it off. He goes, yeah. He goes, okay. He goes, I'll meet you. You give me. I said, yeah. So the next day, whatever, I went to Valletta, and I see him walking. And the first thing he said to me was, can I have my chain? I said, here. And then we walked into Valletta, and I think we went for pizza or a bar. I mean, actually a bar. I had a soda, he had a beer. And that's how we started dating. And then he would pick me, actually he would walk to my house and pick me up. And we would take the bus together to Valletta. That's how it ended. And we dated for about 2 years. I dated him until I came back to New York. And then he got a car, and he was the one, he was 2 years older than me. Yeah, I'm going to be 73, so he's going to be 75 in November. And when I got divorced, when Vera's dad left us, I said, I wonder how Philip's doing. So I wrote a letter to, I don't know, the English embassy. I don't care. And they said, oh, we don't keep those records, but you could, you don't keep those records. So, and then someone wrote on the edge, all the way around, you could try the RAF in London or wherever. And they gave me the address. I said, oh, that was so cute that they wrote around. Someone wrote it on purpose. So I sent it to the RAF in England. And they wrote me back and they said, I'm sorry, we can't give you his address, but we can deliver a letter. So I sent a letter. I gave him my phone number. I said, I'm married. I'm divorced. I have a daughter. But I told him everything because I don't care. What are you going to do? I did it. This is me. The phone rang. We were doing eggs, me and Vera. It was Easter time. And my daughter answered the phone. And she goes, Ma, I don't know what this man is saying. And I knew. I said, that's Philip. She don't understand because of his English, thing. So I answered the phone. I said, hello. He goes, Liz, Philip. It's Philip. It's Phil. I said, oh, hi. I'm so happy to hear his voice. And the first thing he said to me is, he said, are you still Mijnuna? And Mijnuna in Maltese means crazy. He goes, are you still Mijnuna? I said, a little bit. Not like I was. I said, yeah, because life beats you down, you don't stay crazy. Because I always thought I was lucky in everything, but I'm only lucky in money. I'm not really lucky in love. So, and then he told me he's married and everything. He had two children. He was happily married. He told me his wife's name. I said, okay, good. And then he called me one more time and he said, I don't feel right calling you. He goes, I have been told my wife. I said, look, you don't have to call me again. I said, I'm just so happy I heard your voice and that you're fine. I said, and I never heard from him again. So I hope he's still fine. I hope he's still alive. I hope he's a grandpa. And yeah, that was my Philip, yeah. Thank you for the question. And Philip, he had the car, and he's the guy that used to bring me home legless. Yeah, he was relentless. I'll never forget him. I forgot a lot. Let me tell you, I forgot a lot of, I didn't have that many, but I forgot plenty. But I won't forget him. Thanks for that, your comment.